Well, winter weather has certainly returned, at least for some of us more than others. But regardless of the forecast, Onondaga County is about to become the coldest place on Earth. No, not because of any weather event, but as a center for quantum computing technology. Joining us now, president of Bluefors Syracuse, Rich Dausman. Rich, great to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Great to be here, Jeff. Thank you.
So let's give a little background on it. Bluefors is a Finnish company, but they acquired Cryomech, which is homegrown back from early 60s, about a year and a half ago. So regardless of the name now, you're still kind of doing a similar thing. What is it that you guys are doing out there that would potentially make us the coldest place on Earth?
Yeah. So what we do here is we design and manufacture cryogenic refrigerators. You can see one off my shoulder there. And these refrigerators obviously aren't anything that you're familiar with in your home. But what these cryocoolers do, and they're called cryocoolers in our industry, is get down to temperatures about 455 degrees below zero. And that's what we do here in Syracuse. And Bluefors, who acquired us about 18 months ago, they're over in Helsinki, Finland. What they do is they make what's called a dilution refrigerator, and they use our cryocoolers as a pre-cooler, so they get even colder.
Wow.
They're closer to 460 degrees below zero. So really research scientific instruments.
That is cold. Yeah, so who uses this kind of technologies? Because obviously we're not in our houses. So what kind of companies, what would they use it for?
Yeah, so cryogenic technology has numerous applications. People aren't too familiar with them. One of the big drivers for us over the past number of years has been quantum computing. And quantum computing is a relatively new technology. And the technology requires super cold temperatures. So Bluefors really is a supplier to the Googles, IBMs, Intels that are developing these quantum computers. So that's one application.
Because they create so much heat trying to get all this stuff through these computers that you need to cool things down, basically?
Well, the actual chips, they call them qubits, and those qubits need to be cooled to those temperatures in order for them to actually function. So they need a very cold, dark, quiet environment, essentially. So that's what Bluefors provides to the quantum computer manufacturing industry.
You have a relatively brand new facility, not fully brand new, but you definitely expanded here in about the last year and a half. Where are you located, and how important is it to grow that facility now that Bluefors Syracuse is on board with you guys?
Yes, so we moved into this facility, which is brand new, in October of 2020. And we just recently now finishing up an expansion. So we are off of East Malloy Road on Moore Road, and we're about 160 people. So when we did the expansion, we bought the land behind us as well for future expansion. So we really trying to keep up with the demand for our products, right? Trying to plan ahead and keep ahead of our customers to supply them what they need.
You're where the old golf course was, right across from the air base there up on Malloy, right?
That's right.
Good,
I've been told we're somewhere around the 7th hole, I believe.
Great. How will both the Finland operation and the facility here complement one another? What does it mean to have Bluefors now acquiring Cryomech?
Yeah, so, we were partners for many years. Bluefors was founded in 2008, and we're their sole supplier for cryocoolers. And really, it just became apparent that we could go after this quantum industry better together than individually. So that was really the driver behind the partnership, the acquisition. And what's happening now is that the dilution refrigerators that are being made solely in Helsinki, that technology is going to come here to Syracuse. So we're going to start manufacturing some dilution refrigerators here in Syracuse, which obviously makes us one of the coldest places on Earth.
And maybe add a few jobs too with it?
Yep, we should be adding jobs. Obviously, the people that are here will be learning that technology as well. So it's going to start small, but we'll ramp up over time. It's a lot to transfer that technology over, but we're going to start doing that next year.
Rich Dausman from Bluefors Syracuse. Rich, this was a great conversation. Thanks very much, and let's try to catch up again soon.
Appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you.